Hey y'all! Hey Capricorn, it's your girl JV. The High Priestess. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2021. And I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, like, first and foremost, in my personal life, pretty much every Capricorn that I know is having some sort of life-changing event. And it's really important, regardless if you are a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that you give yourself the credit that you fucking deserve. And that you also cut yourself some slack. So before we even get into it, what have I done, Jesus? I haven't even... Did I leave my notes? And someone's knocking on my door? I'm keeping this intro. Ooh. Okay, Capricorn, it's funny because I was just about to say that there's going to be a lot of stuff like blast from the past. It's funny because a lot of you may have expected this during Mercury retrograde, but Mercury retrograde may have kind of like triggered something for you guys for Scorpio season. Triggered something that's going to be like coming out in Scorpio season. So there could be a lot of like reminiscing, a lot of like hearkening back to blasts from the past. You having to like reminisce or remember on purpose, intentionally. It's interesting because last Scorpio season in 2020, your video was called Coming To. And now, this season, I felt like the energy ultimately was onward. Saturn is direct. Jupiter is now direct right there in Aquarius with you. And the initial energy that I got was onward. But I really, really am liking remember. Because I do feel like for some of you, there is like something that's important for you to remember. Lessons that maybe you didn't necessarily learn from the past that are going to start being really poignant now, that are really going to impact you in some way in the now. Sorry, I'm really sensitive to sound and I keep hearing stuff, and then someone just knocked on my door and now I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to make sure it's... Anyway, Patreon gets everything first. Be sure to check out patreon.com/justjeverything. Y'all, I gotta like check. Let me see something. Be sure to check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising for daily tarot readings. My Instagram, justj_everything. And for other dope shit, I do my website, justjeverything.com. I feel like something's up. So I'm just gonna look. Capricorn, all right, so like interruptions and then also paranoia and then like I had to cleanse the space for a little bit, take a minute, and that may be something that or some kind of energy that you encounter as well. I feel like it's really important to listen to your intuition, but also maybe be acknowledging when you're being paranoid, but not paranoid. Allow yourself to become aware of shifts in sensitivity. Shifts in sensitivity within yourself, within your friends, within your maybe children or loved ones in some way. It's interesting because like nothing came of that look-see around, but I did remember that I forgot to switch over my laundry, so I switched over my laundry. And that was fun. That was, productive. Like, so I do feel like there is something about remembering, moving onward, though. Either way, Saturn is direct in Aquarius now. Saturn, your ruling planet. And there is new awareness of limitations and new motives that are going to be coming in to move you onward, like new motivations. Karmic debts being paid, so beware of how you act for the rest of the year. I feel like it's really important that you behave with a strong sense of integrity, like doing what feels right to you, doing the right thing, needs to be really integral. And there is going to be progress forward in the realm of friends, community, hopes, wishes, desires. What you have going on is going your accessibility, your visibility. That's going to be really changing in a dramatic way, and changing in your physical, in your external world, not in just this very internal type of thing. I feel like you're arriving at a place where, especially since Saturn's gone direct, it's the big shifts and all the restrictions and all this stuff, all this karma and stuff, that it was very internal during the retrograde, and now it's this very external thing where you're starting to see, because of the shifts internally, you're also noticing how that manifests, the shift in energy manifests in your physical reality. So peep that game. Today, October 20th, the full moon in Aries is really heating up life. It is square to you, but that is the ultimate thing, bringing in these new motives, and this clean emotional slate is becoming available to you. But like I said, this is square to you, so this clean slate, or these new motivations could be coming by way of tension, by way of struggle, by way of trials and tribulation. But it also feels like fresh dirt for you to dig your heels in. It's like a bull kind of getting ready to charge. I know that's Taurus, but it feels very, and that may be something that you're going back to, kind of reverting in some way. Because yes, Capricorn is the highest octave of the earth element. It's the highest octave of the earth signs, we'll say. And so Taurus being the baby, of the earth signs. And so some of you may be having to go back to, of course, do some inner child work, but you may be dealing with kids a lot. You may also just be needing to find new ways to access childlike joy and happiness within you. So that is your responsibility, and you can handle that, and you should be able to, and you should reach for it. You are worth reaching for it. We love you. Anyway, October 30th, the sun in Scorpio will be squaring Saturn direct in Aquarius. And there's something about understanding what's within you that's held you back. And tension with people with Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, or Libra placements. On November 5th, Venus will be entering Capricorn, and the love bug may bite, bitch. But it also, it doesn't have to mean a relationship just because you get Venus. It means that you do become very attractive. So there could be a rekindling of a current flame. But this also could just be drawing stuff into you. And it doesn't have to be people flirting with you all the time. It could be new offers, more income, an idea of how to bring or generate some source of income for you. I do feel like there is, Venus is going to go into Capricorn. You're going to start craving consistency, start craving something real, something tangible. maybe like some sort of commitment, maybe going back to school or creating some sort of schedule or consistency or routine for yourself. You could be craving serious connections and commitments. And it's a great time for business in general, I feel like, with Venus and Capricorn. And you're definitely going to be more legacy minded in all things. We all will be. But what people will think is going to start mattering more. And plus, when you start to become more aware of what other people think of you, it does cause your behavior to change. And so there could be something about someone you care about, you don't want them to see you a certain way, or vice versa. Someone, you may see something about a truth about someone that you didn't expect about them. That's Pluto's there too. So Pluto is still, it's direct, but it's still in Capricorn, and so there is going to be those ordeals. But the thing about Pluto, it's like, yeah, it's the ordeals, but it's all the transformation that arises from them. Excuse me. Hydrate. Cheers to that. Onward. On November 10th, Mars and Mercury are going to be squaring Saturn in Aquarius. And you've got to watch your mouth. You're going to want to be extra aggressive. I feel like unnecessarily aggressive. Some of you may already be feeling, like, or you may like start feeling that early. And so it's just a matter of being able to check yourself. If you start to feel yourself be really aggressive, you may need to like step away or make a phone call, or have someone, read that text before you send it, or that email before you send it off to your boss or to that person. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. I do feel like either way, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you will find yourself really unexpectedly supported when you least expect it. So there is a lot of faith being activated within you right now. And faith is just like, what do you do when you feel out of control? Who do you believe in? What do you believe about yourself? Do you rise to the occasion? Ooh, I just heard Yaba. Do you stand or do you falter? I'm not even gonna know. Anyway. All right, hydrate, light it if you got it. Because we're asking for the most useful. Go listen to pull up on YouTube. It's Yeba's Tiny Desk. So it's like 4 or 5 songs that she does, and it's different than the studio version or her album version. Go listen to the first 2 songs, Stand and Distance, but specifically everyone, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, go listen to that version of Stand by Yeba, Yebba. Worth it. All right. Empty your lungs. Take a deep breath. We're asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Scorpio season 2021. All right, Capricorn. First cards out, both major arcana, to be clarified on the selenite throne, is you are fucking healing. So much is changing. What did I just say? So much faith is being activated within you. But the first thing that needs to happen is, because I feel like you've already done a lot of work in the spirit. You're about to really encounter, like, some of you I feel like have already experienced so much pain and loss recently that even before this year, you've been processing a lot. And your emotional maturity game is impressive. I feel like your emotional responses have really, really evolved. So you need to really, really give yourself credit, because you may be emotionally, I feel like you just are maturing in regards to old triggers, like things that would have set you off, people that would have set you off. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, specifically Pisces. This is Sun in Pisces. So there may be some sort of heartbreaking situation or consistent or emotional challenge that has caused you to really grow up, that's caused you to really evolve emotionally and spiritually. And there could be some sort of loss or pain or grief or deep metamorphosis and resolution, or deep metamorphosis and evolution that's coming from you being brave enough to really like dig in and like uproot these swords out of your heart. Some of you, I feel like you have leveled up. There is some sort of like, you've been doing some emotional or spiritual work that has put you in a position to really give yourself a pat on the back and be proud of yourself. Because, and you've gone through what you've gone through so you can handle what you're facing now. So understand that you were built for this. And I'm so sorry. I don't know. I know it just got serious, but I also just heard, we built this city. We built this schmitty. Oh my God. I cannot with New Girl. Don't build your schmitty on Tootsie Rolls, babe. There's a different kind of emotional response that is available to you. And it looks like you're starting to reach for that. Actually, no, I don't want to keep that, because I feel like this is in the past. This is stuff that that has already happened. Some of you are heartbroken, dealing with actual loss, actually grieving. Some of you are finally coming back to life. And that's what's happening. It's just like life and death are one. You don't understand whatever it is that you've lost or you're scared of never finding again. It's already growing. It's like it's already in the works. You just have to start taking care of your physical body. You just have to start honoring the fact that you are in recovery, that you are healing something in some way, boo. So give yourself some credit. I also feel like there may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo. I don't mean to say that. Anyways, Taurus, Virgo, I guess, or Taurus, Virgo, Libra, or Aquarius placements coming in. If you don't want a baby, be careful. You could get pregnant. If you want to launch a business or have some entrepreneurial idea or some great idea that you want to launch at work, or you want to be your own boss, or you want to get your body back feeling comfortably, you want to start feeling more comfortable in your skin, or whatever it is, your wish is really starting to come true. You can accomplish that in Scorpio season. You can, it's interesting because it's like the star, it's Aquarius, it is an air sign, but she's pouring this water. And I feel like Scorpio season, oh honey, I just got like this amazing visualization. It's like Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You may just be a dehydrated plant. It's just like a little house plant that's like a little pothos that's just like real dry. And Scorpio season, like the divine comes in and starts like pouring into you with things that you really want, things that feel good to you. But you just got to be careful that you pour, you got to be figured. Some of you, if you want a baby, you get that wish. If you are looking to launch a business, you get that wish. You get to, like, I feel like it's divinely supported. So go ahead and start working on that. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I need to just go ahead and get the rest of these out. Ooh, there you are, right in the middle. The Devil. Eight of Swords, Three of Cups, and I'm leaving Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck, but also Nine of Cups, the Ace of Swords, Three of Wands. So that extra card that came out was the Two of Swords. And then at the bottom of the deck was the Nine of Cups. Underneath that was the Ace of Swords. And underneath that was the Three of Wands. And so what's ultimately happening is I feel like some of you are not able to see. Your defenses are up right now. You're not seeing things clearly. If you're struggling with grief or really in recovery from some toxic situation or some toxic attachment, or if there's someone else with definitely Capricorn or Aquarius placements around, you're just not seeing yourself clearly. Both the cards with the blindfolds are out. You're not seeing yourself. You're not seeing your power. You're not seeing your vitality clearly. But the divine is stepping in. Ace of Swords, the Star. It's like you may be immersed in this darkness and this shadow and a lot of this remembering and really struggling to move on. But you have so much support. What did I say? I said, you will find yourself so supported during hard times is what I wrote down. I don't know if I said that actually. But that's what is coming up, because I do feel like there is a certain amount of shadow and darkness, and you find out who your people really fucking are, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, and Rising, I feel like you really start to see it, and you're not seeing it. You really start to see who your people are, and your people start to remind you who you are and what you're about and your spark and your greatness. And you may not see that, damn, I got all the tools to be happy, to make myself happy. I can do bad by my damn self. You don't need anybody else to make things weird or hard. You know what I mean? There is this awareness now of the ways that you've put yourself on the back burner. There may be some really harsh situation or painful situation with somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. But I feel like somebody specifically, if they have Aquarius placements, is coming in to heal, to help. And this could be multiple people, absolutely. And we're going to look at it in the plunge, because this is 3 major arcana, first things out. I feel like Scorpio season really like comes in with a bang. And the bang being like, hey, you can prepare for that bang however it wants to hit, by way of really taking care of yourself. You've got to really, and I also feel like treat yourself. Let yourself eat the good food. If you put on a little weight, put on a little weight. Do what you want, but like, I feel like I just heard in moderation, but that's my shit. I feel like I know the difference, and I know the difference. But I feel like there's a part of you, like, you know your limitations. You know when to say no. You know what I mean? And you know when's enough's enough. Check yourself. And I feel like these hard times that you've been going through have put you in a position where you can check yourself enough to indulge a little. Do what you want to do. Prioritize yourself. Now all of a sudden you get to prioritize yourself in a whole new way. You get to make your dreams come true in a whole new way. But the ultimate, but the cost to making all your dreams come true is to take the blindfold off, see everything for what it is, remember the truth, cling to the facts, and stare your shadow and your darkness and your demons in the face. Be really, 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 really real about everything, especially when it comes to you and what you're doing. And if something is restricting you, if there's some thought process that's restricting you, if there's some person or relationship or toxic connection that's holding you back from moving forward, from having fun, because there's some fun that wants to come in. There's a good time, there's support, there's healing. There's new friendships, like new freedom, it feels like. There's just a new fucking freedom. And you're not even really, I don't think that you can fathom how good this is about to get. I don't even need to go, like, that's the thing. And I'm so excited to dive into the plunge, because you don't realize how good this is about to get. Scorpio season So, especially for Sagittarius season, it's going to be like so much lighter. And so I want you to allow yourself to really take care of yourself, to really like figure out what you believe in. The stars, like there's a lot of synchronicity that's going to start coming up. Oh my God, it just made me think of something, and I will not cry. But one of the Capricorns in my life is just like, okay, so we came up with this kind of quote together, where it's just like, so like, I'm not one of those people that believes that everything happens for a reason, but like, maybe. So like, maybe. And so there's some deep healing coming to your belief systems and to where you're being led. You even allowing yourself to be led. Surrendering to the divine. Having like situations are happening where you are forced to think about the bigger picture. Think about if there are forces greater than you. I feel like some of you are really being put in a position to like tap into like, hey, like who is your star player? What do you really believe in? What are we doing? Where are we going with this? There is this healing that's coming in regards to your internal GPS system. So what do you want? It's time to start dreaming bigger. It's time, and the way that you do that is by like staring this whatever restriction or limitation. I feel like some of you are shaking off patterns, shaking off like self-limiting and toxic patterns that you picked up from really toxic people and relationships that you were in. Like you're about to really start moving and operating in a whole new way. You've been holding yourself back. You've been keeping yourself stagnant. You've been like not really letting yourself look at it or feel it or talk about it or whatever it is. And it's starting to finally heal. It's starting to process. This is a general reading, so it's going to be different for everybody. But whatever it is, the divine is helping you lovingly take the blindfold off. Do the emotional inventory so that you can give yourself credit for how far you've come. And then you are going to be entrusted with so much inspiration, some new ideas, some new information. There are also maybe new opportunities, new technologies to learn, new industry to go into, new fields to study for some of you. But either way, it's going to have you like, it's like walking differently, talking differently, believing differently, thinking differently. And these truths, these inspirations, these insights that are coming in, it puts this crown back on your head. Empress, first card out. You, regardless of what you identify as, it's just like there is this prosperity, this abundance that's coming in, this richness, this fullness that's coming in that you need to pay attention to. And it's going to put you in a position where like you ain't never going back. Once you settle into this energy, and once you conquer this version of yourself and you step into the world, which is like the higher octave, like the high vibrational version of you, once you step into the world, it's just like, pinky out forever, darling. Can't nobody stop us now. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no, I've got to keep on moving. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.